Hi guys, this is Jaylene, Wayne and Stanley, and we are here to present to you the 5 ideas of Bruno Latour after reading the first 25 pages of Down to Earth. So what kind of man is Bruno Latour? He's a French philosopher, anthropologist and sociologist, most recognized for his work done in the field of science and technology studies. Not only so, he was also the winner of 2013 Hubble Prize. These are the 5 key ideas that we have derived from his book Down to Earth, supported by quotes from the text. Point number 1 is that the Earth is at a stage where we are no longer able to ignore climate change due to the aftermath. We are forced to look at it instead of escaping like we always did during the 1980s. Supported by what we have found in page 5 of the text, where Latour questioned that are we going to continue dreaming of escaping or start to seek another territory that the future human can inhabit? From where we are currently headed, we will need to take action as soon as possible as there isn't much option for us.
Point number 2 is that majority of the public only respond when they are forced into an unpleasant situation and only felt the need to retaliate when their own possession is in jeopardy. Supported by what we found on page 8 of the text, stating that emotions shown are different when one is asked to defend nature and when one is asked to defend their territory, highlighting the humane instinct that we are only alerted when the matter concerns us or our belonging. Point 3 is the 2 different ways of viewing globalization has divided advocates of globalization into those who reject modernization and those who are open to disperse their own space and community. Due to the multiple viewpoints found towards globalization as a whole, the 2 groups of people stand for different things. This is supported by page 15 of the book, stating that refusing modernization is a reflex born of fear and laziness. However, these people are in contrast with those who cannot understand why it is normal for those who reject modernization to want to remain in their comfort zone in order to preserve and ensure their community and identity not be compromised. These 2 divided groups have completely different beliefs and they stand for different things. The 4th idea is the 3 phenomena: climate change, Trump's election, and inequality. They are connected by Latour to point out how the elites uses climate change denial in an effort to fool us and accelerate global warming. Supported by page 18 and 19 of the book, we can see how the 3 phenomena are connected in one big phenomenon in this quote to point out how convinced the elites are that the Earth is bound to be doomed, that they decided to get rid of all resources and waste Earth as soon as possible. Consequent to the explosion of inequalities and Trump's election, climate change denial is their way to gaslight the public into believing the Earth is fine.
Point number 5 is a lack of addressing how the public is skeptical and how Trump only adds to this phenomenon by trusting institutions goes to show why the public is not having confidence in its solidarity, pushing the elites to act. Supported by page 24 of the book, stating that the ordinary people are skeptical about everything nowadays. Now, due to millions pumped into disinformation, people have become skeptical of the obvious changes the Earth is undergoing. And due to lack of understanding in these matters by the news or journalists, the public is not united in pushing the politicians to act before it's too late. In conclusion, the 5 points we derive are: number 1, it will be too late for the Earth if we continue to choose to deny climate change instead of uniting together and finding a solution for this matter. The society only acts when they are forced into a situation not favorable to them and only feel the need to react when them or their possessions are targeted. Due to multiple viewpoints discovered by the advocates of globalization towards it, they are divided into 2 groups: those who refuse modernization and those who are open to a shared world. The one big phenomenon is actually linked to 3 events connected by Latour to point out the motive of the elites to lie to the public and accelerate climate change. The failure to address to the public by the new journalist was intentional so the public will not have confidence in its solidarity and urge politicians to take actions.
After sharing these points, we feel that Latour is someone well versed in the studies of the human natural instinct. Our inborn rejection to unfamiliar ideas and denial to make changes in order for comfort were pointed out accurately by him with indisputable reasonings. We can conclude that he cares for the future human as he was very critical of the elite's action and were quick to point out the big picture. Through the illusion of connecting the 3 big phenomena of the ruling class and the lower class of the Titanic, we can see clearly how they are causing irreversible changes to the Earth.
And with that, we conclude our presentation. Thank you for tuning in.